What is up, everyone? It's morning here in suburbs in Chicago. It's pretty freezing outside. You guys gonna be listening my raspy voice for the next few minutes. So today I wanted to talk about just about food, what I feed, what I suggest, just all my suggestions about feeding and just all that good stuff. Pretty easy video. So if you just got an enemy, you're interested what you should feed it, how much, you feed it every day, what's happening, just stay here and you might hear some advice, I guess my opinion. There's lots of different opinions out there, but this is gonna be mine, all right? I'm gonna tell you right off the bat what I'm doing right now, so you kind of know, because I'm figuring you'll ask. I'm currently feeding, I think it's called seafood mix that I get in Aldi. Pretty good priced, and it has a few things in it. It has shrimp, calamari, scallops, mussels. That's the only thing that I'm currently feeding my nems with. It's been a while, it's been a few months since I started doing it, and they're pretty happy. I figure I'll continue to do that. If you decide to buy anything LFS, any of the frozen foods, you guys know that plenty of those are a little bit pricey. So it just depends how deep your pockets are. You can decide what you're gonna buy. Basically, nems are not that picky. They'll eat lots of things. I tried quite a few things. I tried mysis shrimp, brine shrimp. I used to buy just shrimps that'll cut up and feed them. I never had problems with them not taking the food in most of the cases. If you have a small enemy, you don't want to feed it big chunks of food. If you see that it's spitting out, this means it cannot take that much. Maybe you have a small enemy, just start feeding anything that you have on hand that you feed your fish with. That's a pretty good start. If not, this seafood mix is pretty good priced. So if you have Aldi or anything nearby, look up online. I think it's Fremont brand and it's called seafood mix, and it's pretty good. I do have an eel in this tank as well, and he eats everything off of that as well. So no complaints. Eel is giving me thumbs up as well. People ask me, do you feed nems every day, once a month? What's kind of good range for you to feed nems? I think it depends. You probably have a huge anemone and want to feed it more often, or if you feed it every day with mysis, you have a huge anemone, you can probably feed it every day, most likely. I don't think it'll complain, that's for sure. What I do, I feed these nems twice a week. I've done it once a month as well. I haven't seen none of the negatives about it, but what I've seen positives when I started doing twice a week is that nems started to get a little bit brighter, a little bit puffier, a little bit happier. They definitely like food. I do feed my nems since I have just 4 fish in this tank. If you have a bunch of fish or you have a clown harem, that's what you're going on, or you have just, I don't know, you just have a bunch of big fish and you just bought guest feed every day a lot, you probably don't even have to feed them separately because they'll get all that food, that's for sure. All the tentacles are pretty sticky, so they'll grab it and they'll eat it. As I said, I have just 4 fishes in this tank, so I'm gonna make sure to feed, especially the smaller guys, because they tend not to grab food as much as the big ones. I do have automatic feeder in this tank. I know feeder feeds, fish will eat, but whatever it's left, just the pump will push it to the middle nem that is the biggest. I'll eat the most. That's what I think. One of my enemies is way larger than the others, probably getting all that pellets. Pellets might be an option as well. As I said, whatever you have on your hands, you can probably feed your nems. Just don't overfeed it, go slow, and if they're not spitting out, you should be good to go. All right. One thing, how I feed my anemones. I usually have a small little cup that I fill with water. You can fill with tank water, might be the best, since the water is gonna go back into the tank either way. You can use your tank water, just chop up whatever you have in small pieces. If you have shrimp, mussels, whatever you have, chop it up. Grab one of those tweezers, however they're called, or you can even use your hand and just feed them. You can do it in any ways you want. I kept nems for quite some time. Usually I'm not afraid of touching them and handling them. I know that when they get bigger and when you have more of them, they might cause more damage. Just be aware of that. Maybe, I don't suggest for you to use your hands. Maybe just use a little tweezers, use a little something to put food under their mouth. You'll be good to go. Safety first, right? We talk a little bit about lightings. They're photosynthetic animals. Food is secondary for them. They want lots of lighting, that's for sure. Which lighting I have in this tank, you can kind of see it. It's a Radeon XR15 Gen 4 Pro. And I keep this lighting on 90%, I believe. Do like lots of lighting. the best looking NEMs I've seen in those high energy, high light SPS tanks. If you're looking your anemone to look on its best, I suggest lots of lighting. They can take all of the lighting you can put on them, trust me. Don't be afraid of that. The only thing about lighting, set it out once, don't change it. They'll take lots of lighting. I've seen few tanks that have like small lighting, or they'll buy a Chinese box. Even those will work for sure. They cast lots of lighting. Lighting doesn't cast lots of power. I suggest getting some better light, because your anemones will still do fine, but they won't be as bright. They won't look as good. If you want to look up on YouTube, there's probably lots of people out there. They have acro tanks, acro dominated tanks. They have an anemone inside. That anemone looks the best in those tanks. And one other thing about lighting, I love T5s. I see an anemone on the T5 lighting. It looks pretty good. It looks amazing. They just love T5s. And that's about it. I don't want to talk much about lighting, but I figure I'd mention it since I'm talking about food in this video, and lighting is kind of a part of it. So, all right. If you guys have any questions, just hit me up. If you want to check me out on Instagram or Facebook, I'm over there under the same name as here, Refunded the Roof. Yeah, you guys take care, subscribe, like this video. Yeah, bye.